Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 7th race of the 1995 season here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. The 1995 running of the first Union 400 last week in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. We had an interesting race at Bristol Motor Speedway where we saw Ernie Irvan win his 8th career race. And coming into this race, Jeff Gordon has established a points lead by 11 over Bobby Hamilton. Jimmy Spencer runs in 3rd, and Rusty Walsh runs in 4th, the Daytona 500 champion. Before we can do that, before we can find out what happens today, I should say, let's go through your starting lineup, presented by, not the helicopter cam. So on the pole today is your points leader, Jeff Gordon. He starts alongside 2nd place points runner, Bobby Hamilton. Third place starter and 4th place points runner is Rusty Wallace. Derek Cope starts in 4th, the 1990 Daytona 500 winner. Behind them, you have Hutch Strickland, who, by the way, has replaced, what's his name? The guy who drove it at Daytona. Hold on, you know who I'm talking about if you've watched 90s NASCAR and you know what happened to this car. What is the exact name? Jeez, I'm having a brain fart. 1995 Daytona 500. Steve Kinzer, that's what it was. I was going to say Craig Kinzer, but that was the other guy. Sorry for my chair. That was that truck driver for like MB2 back in the day. Anyway, that's beside the point. So we got Hutch Strickland. He replaced him here. Ted Musgrave, Dale Jarrett, Morgan Shepherd, Terry Labonte, Ernie Irvan, Robert Presley, Jeff Burton, Jeffrey Bodine, Craven, Kyle Petty, Ken Schrader, Rick Mast, Michael Waltrip, Jeremy Mayfield, Joe Nemechek, Darrell Waltrip, Mark Martin, Todd Bodine, Dale Earnhardt, Michael Wallace, Bill Elliott, Davey Allison, Kenny Wallace, Ricky Rudd, Ward Burton, John Andretti, Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Spencer, Dave Marcus, and Dick Trickle round out your field today. So yes, 400 laps around this little, it didn't go, around this, what is this? This is like a 5/8 of a mile or something like that? Or 0.625, I don't know what this is. I know exactly the exact length of North Wilkesboro Speedway. All I know is that it's a good track. And we're going to watch some good racing. So anyway. Through 3 and 4 here, getting ready to take the green flag. Jeff Gordon leads him down. Can he get another win to start off the 1995 season and expand his points lead? The green is out, and he takes the lead down to turn 1 as they go side by side. Behind him for 2nd, Rusty Wallace and Bobby Hamilton. Down the backstretch they go, side by side as Gordon tries to edge away from the field here. And it looks like Rusty will try and establish that 2nd place position over Bobby Hamilton. He can't do it though. Hamilton's going to hold to his outside. Just a smidge here as they're 3 wide behind him. You can't really run 3 wide here very much. Morgan Shepherd trying to force the issue. Back down to turn number 3. Oh, looks like the number 43 slipped up the racetrack there, and he's 3 wide on the outside now. 3 wide for 3rd as everyone swerves in the background there. Looks like a car down pit lane there. Can't tell who that was. Whoever it was, their day's not going that well. Still 3 wide for this 3rd place position here. It is tight at North Wilkesboro. And that the 2nd lane you could probably get to work. The 1st lane definitely, but the 3rd lane is no man's land practically. Down the back straightaway, front straightaway again. And everyone seems to have sorted out, maybe. I think the 43 is going to get in. That's why I'm saying that. He does get in, back to double file racing here. And it's calmed down just a tad from what it was a second ago. As Sterling Marlin now has edged away in the 3rd place position from this big pack of cars racing very aggressively here. 3 wide possibly. Terry Labonte was peeking there on the inside of Ernie Irvan. Through, oh man, Hutch Strickland, he's slipping up the racetrack. Already vast improvement in that number 26 car this year for that Kenny Birdstein machine. That's some swerve marks up in the top groove there in 1 or 2. Stay green though. Jeff Gordon still leads. Oh! I was looking back maybe to see what's going on. It looks like Rick Mast spun out. But we stay green still on lap number 7. No caution for the spinning number 1. He seemed to have gotten off the racetrack. Double file for 4th here. Not for long. Derek Cope will claim the position. Dale Jarrett will fall back to 5th. And Morgan Shepherd still rubbers in that top groove there as he battles for 6th with Mr. Ernie Irvin, who he cuts off, last week's winner. Morgan Shepherd trying to get under the number 18 now for that 5th place position, a top 5 running spot on the racetrack, and he is there. Terry Labonte seemed to work his way up pretty good here as Bobby Hamilton has still continued to slip further and further back throughout this pack. Started 2nd place and now struggling on the top groove. Fast car in qualifying, but not in the race here as he finally slots to the bottom groove there in the number 6 or 7 place position. Sorry, I was looking back at this because I thought the oh man, Michael Waltrip just body slammed the front stretch inside wall, absolutely obliterated it, and we stay green still. He keeps it straight and keeps racing. Remember, that was the place he hit, in the same place that Dave Marcus blew up last year, and we got to be careful to watch for that. Top 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 have you all spread out and start running single file here. The first chaos for position really begins here in 7th, but they've kind of single filed out now. And Bobby Hamilton is under attack by Jeffrey Bodine once more here on lap number 11. And number 26 is slipping and sliding in the top groove. He can't get to the bottom here as that lap traffic of Rick Mast slots past here. Ted Musgrave under him as well. Dale Earnhardt. He almost won last week's race. Came up short by 1 position and about a couple car lengths there. Dale could have been a little bit more aggressive, and he possibly could have won that race. Whoa, the 1 just slipped up, the 7 up the racetrack there. And here we go, battle for 8th place between the 18 and the 43. Side by side through turns 3 and 4 here. And Rick Mast is going to be a lap car, but he's going to try and help him by. Bobby Hamilton trying to work his way back up through the traffic here. Let's take a look at where your 3rd place points runner is at the moment. Jimmy Spencer, he's all the way back in 23rd, so no threat of Bobby Hamilton to lose that 2nd place point spot. Rusty Wallace is running just a tad bit better than him, but not enough to really get the points lead from him, or 2nd place from him. With all that said, Jeff Gordon is really going to expand his points lead today as it runs as this moment, as we're nearing halfway today in the race. We will have to see a 1 cycle of pit stops, obviously. Ted Musgrave, who's 5th place in points, we'll take a look where he is. He's right there, just outside the top 10. And Davey Allison, we saw him. He's all the way back. I won't even flip to him in 33rd out of the 36 cars in the racetrack. Davey's not having a good day at all here. The reigning champion. Jeff Gordon still leads. It is a 1.1 second lead over Rusty Wallace. Then you drop about a second and 0.3 back to 3rd place Sterling Marlin. 4th place Derek Cope, about a couple of car lengths behind him. Pretty evenly spaced from 5th, 6th, 7th. 8th is pretty safe from position, but has a lap car hot on his tail. Rick Mast, Bobby Hamilton. 9th place Dale Jarrett. He's under attack from the number 7 of Jeffrey Bodine. Same for Bodine as Dale Earnhardt is hot on his heels. And Ted Musgrave is watching all this and waiting for his moment to pounce. Ken Schrader in 13th, 14th Ricky Rudd, owner-driver. 15th Hutch Strickland, making only their 2nd race this year as this number 26 car, but looking pretty good so far. 16th Bill Elliott in his own ran machine. 17th Mark Martin, the Atlanta win from earlier this year. Robert Presley 18th, 19th Michael Waltrip, rounding out your top 20 is Jeremy Mayfield. If Jeff Gordon were to win this race today, he'd be the first driver in the 1995 season to win for 2 times on the year. 6 races so far this year, 6 different winners. And Jeff Gordon, who won at Rockingham earlier on this year, he is trying to become the first driver to win 2, like I just said. Why'd I repeat it? I don't know. But Rusty Wallace is also trying to do the same thing. And Sterling Marlin, Derek Cope, Morgan Shepherd, all haven't won a race yet this year. Rick Mast, I don't know. He might be trying a weird strategy here. doing a massive undercut here. If he can make it on gas, well, then he spun out. But he's on fresh tires right now. If he can make it on gas and pick his way through the field here, he might get a good points finish here. Right now, he is currently 2 laps down in 35th. He's only beating the 42, who I believe was the person we saw in the pit lane early on in this race. Jeff Gordon is a good distance away from starting to lap anybody, and when he does get to those lap cars, it's going to be interesting. I would expect pit stops in the next 5 to 10 laps. Here, as we're coming to 17 to go this time by, and this race has just flown by green flag so far. And Rick Mast, 2 laps down, has followed his way past 3rd place. Now he's going to start trying to chase down your leader, who he's going faster than at the moment because of those fresh tires. The battle for 3rd is starting to heat up quite a bit here between Sterling Marlin, Derek Cope, and Morgan Shepherd. Terry Labonte edges his way into the picture as well. And now, can Cope maybe try and find some speed on the high groove here? Or can Sterling hold them off until the first round of pit stops? Go back forward here. Jeff Gordon still leads. Rick Mast has caught now Rusty Wallace to try and get around him. This would be a big deal. Maybe Rick Mast can chase down Jeff Gordon here. He could unlap himself, put himself only 1 lap down. He was 5/10 faster than Gordon that last time by. Oh, I think someone was pitting there. Oh, there we go. We're starting to see some pit stops here. Sterling Marlin coming down the pit lane now. So Sterling comes in. He's the first driver that's, I think, of lead lap cars on the cycle here. Yep, here comes a bunch more. Good God. When will Jeff Gordon pit? When will we see Gordon? Rick Mast is chasing him down quickly. Oh, Rick Mast is putting the pressure on Jeff there. Going to get under him. And that'll put Rick Mast only 1 lap down. What will kill this strategy for Rick is if he has to pit twice. I think he'll be alright. I think he can go just far enough to only have to not have to pit the rest of this race. So he pitted, I think, on lap 6 or 7. And these guys are all pitting with about 10 or 11 to go here as Jeff Gordon continues this cycle around here. This isn't really that good of an idea for Gordon here. All these guys are going to pit me on fresher tires, basically undercutting him, and we'll be picking up speed and track position on those tires. However, Rusty Wallace, Derek Cope, Morgan Shepherd, and Terry Labonte, the top 5 still haven't pitted yet, and they continue to go out on the racetrack at the moment. But they're going to be getting chased down here by these much faster lap down cars of, see Robert Presley go flying by now. Look at how much these guys are faster than him. Jeff Gordon might be pitting this time by, possibly. He can't now. The 23 is going to be on the inside of him. And look at that. 81 can't get by him, but Kenny Wallace right on his back bumper, though. Expect him to pass here down the front straightaway. No, he will stay there. And Jeff continues to pace the field here with 10 laps to go. Jeff Gordon is going really far in this tank of gas here. Derek Cope, the top 5 are all still staying out. Top 10, really. But we've had a bunch of pit already. People trying, like I said, to undercut the strategy here. 9 laps to go. Maybe Gordon's looking for a caution to catch someone out. Rusty Wallace just got turned. As soon as I say that, Rusty Wallace gets turned, and we have a caution. And Jeff Gordon is going to let all of these guys go back onto 1 lap down here. All of these guys are flying by the leader, Jeff Gordon. And Jeff, with 8 laps to go, is going to be the leader, and he will have to pit soon. He's got to be running on fumes because they will have to pit at least once in this race. Oh, no, Gordon, that's going to juke move the, almost run into the 15 there. And I think he's going to pit here. Oh! Gordon went across the nose of the 15 and just destroyed the left side of his race car. So right now, who's on the lead lap? Derek Cope, Morgan Shepherd, Terry Labonte. All these guys are on the lead lap at the moment. So all these guys can pit. This is going to be a complete mess because we were still halfway through a pit cycle when this caution came out. Gordon's got side damage now. We're going to check where Rusty is. What happened to Rusty here in a second. Oh, I think he just got turned down the front straightaway in the 2nd place position. That's some terrible luck. Who is going to win the race off pit lane, though? As they change the right sides, now they're going to change some left side tires here. Gordon's going to pull out. He will be the leader. They're not going to repair that side damage. Derek Cope will come off second. Oh, that's going to be interesting there. Morgan Shepherd's going to come off third. Terry Labonte fourth. Fifth place is going to be Irvin. Sixth, Bobby Hamilton. Seventh, Bodine. We'll continue on through here like this. All that traffic there. I think Davey Allison stayed out. Yeah, he stayed out, and he's going to gain a ton of track position there. He was running 33rd earlier in the race. All this lap traffic that was going to start in front of the leader, Jeff Gordon, though. So that is going to be interesting. And he's going to have Derek Cope and Morgan Shepherd, all those cars right behind him. Let's go check what happened to Mr. Rusty Wallace there. Oh, he's out of the race. Oh. Oh, man. So the number 15 of Dick Trickle just gets a piece of his back bumper here, I think. Checks him up a little bit much. And Rusty's like, oh, whoa, whoa. And then just bang into the inside wall. Craven nowhere to go. And Rusty Wallace has a bad crash in the front stretch here. And he's going to have a free fall through the points here. As he was fourth coming into this race, I expect him not to be in the top 5 in points after this. After race 7. Anyway, let's get back to Jeff Gordon here. There's him right there. The leader's right there. So we're going to restart with, I think, 3 to go? Yeah, we're going to, no, 4 to go. We're going to restart with 4 laps to go. Your leader, Jeff Gordon's there. Second place, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. All are right behind him. This is how it works. The field's an absolute jumbled mess at the moment here. But we are going to get ready to go racing here. And Jeff Gordon has a ton of left side damage. How'll that hinder him? Will we be able to hold off Derek Cope through lap traffic here with 4 laps to go? Or 3 laps to go. Here we go. Green is out. And Jeff Gordon's going to go to the top groove here with 3 to go. He's led almost every lap so far. He goes to the top groove. And Derek Cope's going to go to the inside. Derek Cope to the lead here. Oh, but lap traffic is everywhere. Oh, it's a jumbled mess, and Cope gets to the lead here. Gordon's in the top groove. He's getting held up. Caution's out. We're going to race back to the line for the win here. We have a caution almost instantly. And Derek Cope is going to steal this one away as he almost wrecks a car in front of him. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. It's a big wreck down the front straightaway. Derek Cope wins by holding off Terry Labonte. If this stays green, we have a massive crash on the front straightaway coming back to the line. And we had a crash before it. Oh, man. There was a jumbled mess behind this lap traffic here. They try going 4 wide off exit. Rudd gets turned. The 1 gets dumped by Jeff Gordon. Oh, Dale Earnhardt gets cleaned out. Oh, man. Every lead lap car got crashed there practically. Oh, man. Those guys piling really late. Possibly some oil down the racetrack. And I don't know what caused the caution here. With 2 to go, 3 to go. I don't know what initially caused it. Didn't even get parked before the caution came out. So it was right there. What happened? Oh, John Andretti and the number 42 Kyle Petty got into it on the front straightaway. Something weird was going on in the back here. Oh, just a mistake there. Oh, man, Ted Musgrave got wrecked twice in a lap. So he gets damaged right there. He's all right. No, he's not really all right, but he's got some hood damage. And there's another wreck on the front straightaway. He goes low to try and avoid it, and, of course, just gets in the oil and just had nowhere to go. So, with that in mind, Derek Cope is going to win another race. This will be his 4th career victory. He won last year at Charlotte. He's going to win again. He did have 2 wins in 1990. The Daytona 500 and then that win at Dover in the spring. He went winless from 91 to 93, but in 1994 he had some good speed and went on to win his 3rd career race. And now today, Derek Cope claims his 4th career victory in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. And Terry Labonte will finish 2nd, Ernie Irvin 4th, 3rd, Bobby Hamilton 4th, and Jeffrey Bodine gets the top 5. Person who led every lap this race until Derek Cope, Jeff Gordon will finish 8th place. Ted Musgrave is on a mission to try and wreck again. Anyway, there you go. Your point standings after this race. Jeff Gordon still holds the points lead, but since he fell back and Bobby Hamilton moved up, he loses his points lead quite a bit. And it's only 3 points now over Bobby Hamilton. 33 over Jimmy Spencer now. Jimmy got a finished higher than Jimmy, even finished higher than Jeff at the end of this one. Then Ernie Urban's in 4th place. Ted Musgrave 5th. Davey Allison runs 6th in points at the moment. Great recovery for him. He ran 33rd all race. He finishes 14th. That's a good recovery for Davey Allison. Rusty Wallace drops to 7th in points. 8th place Derek Cope. He moves up from last week where he came into this race 13th. He moved up 6 positions with that one, or 5 positions. Terry Labonte 9th. He finishes 2nd today. He moved up 3 more positions from where he was last week. And Mark Martin is 10th place in points right now. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Next week, we will be at Martinsville for the 8th race of the season. So on that, have a wonderful day. See you people in the future. Take care.